الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
جزاك الله خير. What's your name, sister?
My name is Maria.
Maria.
Yes.
Where are you from, Maria?
I'm from Sweden, from northern Sweden,
Uh-huh.
Lapland. Yes.
And can you tell me how long have you been Muslim?
I've been Muslim soon 11 years ago.
11 years. Wow.
Muslim for 11 years.
MashaAllah. Okay. And so now I have to know the story. What were you before Islam?
Before Islam, I was searching. I think. I didn't think about me as a religious person, and I was always debating with my Christian friends. I was like, no, there's no God, astaghfirullah. And I was really like strong in my belief that no, this is illogical. But then I just like Allah sent me one person, and this person told me like, yeah, Islam, it's so interesting. I've been studying at the university, and this person was not a Muslim.
He was not a Muslim.
No. And then I had this idea in my head, and I went abroad. I went to Paris to study French, and first week that I arrived in Paris, I felt very alone, and I didn't even speak the language. So I felt very like, where am I? I'm all alone here. What's the purpose of life? I never thought about, okay, now I will search for the truth. But I came to a bookshop, an English bookshop, by Seine, the river in Paris. It's a very nice bookshop. And the first book that I saw was the Quran. So I said, okay.
The translation in English.
Yes, the translation in English. And I said, okay, let's try. Yeah, I had this in my mind about Islam, that okay, this is something nice maybe. And I bought it, and then I started reading. And you know, like other people, like most of the people, they like looking for the pages. Where is the anti-woman pages? Where can I find like these bad things?
You guys think about feminism a lot in Sweden, and that's what I thought.
Yes.
I found that this is a real subject that you talk about all the time in Sweden,
Yes.
different than any other country.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's good things and bad things about this.
Yeah.
I think I've always been like, oh, I'm a very strong feminist, and this was my. I think that was my maybe like a religion for me before. It was so important for me that it was like a religion. Like I dressed like a feminist. I was reading books about it, and I was talking with people about it, and it was very important for me. And then I realized that the Quran, there was so many nice things in it. Like, okay, this is like how I think and how I feel about things in life, and it's so logical. And I was thinking that religion was something.
Now, what do you see in the Quran that really align with the ideology of feminism? Like, can you tell me some of the things that you see?
Yes, but I mean, we're all humans. And that's I mean, there's so many things in the Quran that shows that it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. In front of God, we will be judged like a person. It doesn't matter what gender we have.
Right.
But I wasn't focused on this feminist thing in the beginning. I was just reading, and I was feeling like, this is so nice. Why didn't I hear about this before? And I was writing down. I had a small book, and I was writing things from the Quran, and I brought this book with me in the metro, and when I went to places just reading, and subhanallah, Allah sent me my husband, and we met, and I didn't think about like becoming a Muslim, or I didn't feel like I was looking for something, just like a reason for converting. It just came to me. I didn't search for some truth. It just came to me. I was like hit by the truth. It just came to me. I said, I cannot deny this. I cannot deny that this is the truth. This is so logical. Subhanallah, like our body, like the nature, the sea, the heaven and the earth, everything. It's so logical. It's so perfect. And I didn't see these things before. It was like a new world was open for me. Subhanallah.
So you became Muslim right after you met your husband, or
No. We were seeing each other, and we were talking about relationships, and we didn't speak about Islam. And he was very okay, but I'm a Muslim and this is important for me. But you know, you have to be honest with yourself. I don't want to influence you because if you do that for my sake, it's really bad.
So you didn't become a Muslim because of men, right?
No, of course not.
Yes.
No.
Because you hear that a lot, right? Yes.
No, he was really
What you were saying?
choosing for a man.
Of course, everybody think that a woman becomes Muslim because of a man, right?
So
Yes.
many people ask me, so did you become a Muslim because of your husband?
Your husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I tell them that I met Islam before my husband.
Okay.
But when I met him, I got more interested because he was really like, no, you just have to find out by yourself.
Was he a practicing Muslim?
Yes, he was a practicing Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
That's
And
good.
he was telling me that, okay, I cannot tell you what Islam is. You have to find yourself. What do you think about it?
See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has probably sent him to you, you know. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So,
And then the day of our marriage,
yes.
we met 1 month before we got married.
Uh-huh.
So it was a really quick marriage, not
Right.
like planning. And he had a friend who asked me, so what do you think about
Islam.
Is there only one God? I said, yes, I only believe in one God. I don't think it's any other ones. And what do you think about the Prophet? What do you think about Muhammad?
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Was he a prophet? I said, yes. He said, you have to say Shahada because you're a Muslim.
Yeah.
I said Shahada.
In your wedding day.
Yes.
In your wedding.
I didn't.
You said your shahada in your wedding day. So you had 2 big days. I mean, it was an all in one day. Subhanallah, your Islam
He
and
was
your
like,
wedding.
You don't have to. It's not in. You don't have
Uh-huh.
to. I was like, but I want to. It's like, no, but you will see. You have to think about this. And I said, but no, I don't have
You've
to.
been thinking,
This is-
yeah.
You have to.
How is your life after Islam now? Do you regret it?
But no.
Of course not. Yeah, okay. And okay, tell me, what message would you give to the Muslims first? And then I'm going to ask you about the non-Muslims.
To all Muslims, just continue struggling.
I know, right? It's a big struggle for the Muslims.
Yeah, I think like life is a struggle for everyone, and we have to look and see what we're doing before we judge other people. And it's so easy to tell other people what to do and what to say, and we just have to try to make our best before we judge other people. And just trying our best to live in peace. I mean, that's Islam. Islam is peace. Peace with yourself, peace with your creator, peace with the creation, peace with the nature. I think it's so much about everything. It's Earth. I mean, it's the religion of the universe.
Right. And what message would you give to the non-Muslims?
I work and I live in this society where there's, non-Muslims every time, and I mean it's so important to meet people with open minds and try to see the people behind the clothes and behind this surface. And I think it's a struggle. Just,
Yeah.
I think also for non-Muslims, it's important to see things behind this material life, this dunya, because it's so much focus on dunya and about the things that we have and that we own. And I think that's why many people are depressed today, because that's our focus.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much, sister, for sharing your story. It's really great, mashallah.